What's up, everybody? Justin here, back with a new countdown video. This is the week of countdown videos. I'm gonna do at least one or two this week, or maybe even three. So this is a top 6. I was gonna make it a top 5, but I thought of another name that was a really good underrated heel. This is my top 6. Top 6. My top 6 underrated heels. There's been a lot of good heels, a lot of underrated heels that maybe some wrestling fans forget about. That they were really good heels and not given enough credit for being a really good heel. Number 6 is the original Doink the Clown from late '92. I'm talking Survivor Series '92. That's when Doink the Clown first appeared on a pay-per-view. He didn't wrestle, but it was hilarious what he did. The original Doink the Clown '92, '93 was damn good. Really underrated heel. The original Doink, Matt Bourne, the guy could cut really good heel promos. Really good. He's a really good Doink the Clown. So at Survivor Series '92, when I first saw Doink, he gave out little balloons to the kids in the crowd. Then he popped them all. That was hilarious. I still laugh at that every time I see it or watch it on the network. So number 6 is 1992-93 Doink the Clown. I thought he was a damn good heel and underrated heel. Number 5, going back to the guy who's in his prime and a really good underrated heel. He was in his prime before I was really born. He was in his prime in wrestling. Mr. Fuji, number 5. Mr. Fuji was a really good heel manager too. But as a wrestler, the guy was a really good heel wrestler, underrated in my opinion. He's a former tag team champion in the WWF, I think, or maybe just WWF. Anyways, he's a former tag team champion with, I think, Mr. Saito. So Mr. Fuji, I thought he was a really underrated heel. Mr. Fuji, number 5. Number 4, maybe to some, he's not an underrated heel, but he was really damn good and doesn't get enough credit for what he did, his work as a heel. Number 4, the original, one of the original Four Horsemen. Who am I talking about? Tully Blanchard. Number 4, Tully Blanchard. Especially in '86, '85, even '84, he was a damn good heel, but especially in '86, when he was feuding with Dusty Rhodes in the NWA, and Tully Blanchard was with Baby Doll, and basically he was abusing her and doing domestic violence against her on TV. It was a different time, everybody, so don't leave stupid comments. It was a different era in wrestling. They pushed the limits. Anyways, you could never do that nowadays. You can never have a male wrestler on a wrestling show slapping a woman. You just couldn't do that. Tully Blanchard just did not hold back. Really slapped Baby Doll, and she fell to her knees, and Dusty came out running after him. The crowd exploded. It was great. Not slapping a woman, that's not great. No man should ever do that. But the storyline felt damn real, had real emotion. It was damn good storytelling. And a damn good storyline between Tully Blanchard and Dusty Rhodes. So especially in 85, 86, even late 83, 84, Tully Blanchard really, I believe, is an underrated heel. Number 4, Tully Blanchard. Really, really good underrated heel. Number 3, I was not a fan of her being a character on WWE TV, a full-time heel character. When she first started, I was not a fan of it. I was not a fan of her on TV. I thought she was super annoying and just damn annoying. And I just hated seeing her on TV in the beginning. But after like 5 years, or after a couple years, I appreciate what she did as a heel. Who am I talking about? Number 3, most top. It's a new countdown. My top 6 most underrated heels. Number 3, I think she's an underrated heel, Vickie Guerrero. Again, when she first started, her heel character married to Edge. I didn't like it. I didn't want to see her on TV. I thought she was damn annoying. I hated when she screamed and yelled, "Excuse me," but later on, she had so much heat, it was fun to watch. The minute she would speak, the crowd would just go nuts and boo her out of the arena. The minute she'd say, "Excuse me," and they would boo. And she'd go, "Excuse me," and they would boo louder. And then she'd scream, "Excuse me," and it would hurt my ears. But I appreciate what she did. Number 3, most underrated heel, Vickie Guerrero. Number 2, even though Vickie was never a wrestler, she was, my opinion, a very good manager, or whatever you want to call it. Heel character. Number 2, give me a minute. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I just had to check something. Anyways, number 2 of my top 6 most underrated heels. Number 2, I was not a fan of this guy when he started his heel run. But after he won the WWE Championship and a couple months later of him holding the title, I think he was an underrated heel. I'm not a fan of him. Professionally or personally, I don't know the guy personally. I never met him. I don't know what he's really like. I will say he seems like a jackass and like a bully, but I never met the guy, so I'm not going to try to judge him too much. I'm just a fan that watched the guy on TV and watched him wrestle and be a heel. The guy I was never a fan of him as a heel, but I think he's an underrated heel. I'm going to take my, not hatred for him, but dislike. I'm going to take my dislike for him out of it. Number 2, JBL. Again, after he became WWE Champion, I thought he was a pretty good underrated heel. He was not really a good WWE Champion. He wasn't the worst. He was better than Jinder, that is for sure. So JBL's number 2 most underrated heel. I wasn't a fan of his character or him as a wrestler or him outside of wrestling. I don't care what he does. Good or bad, I don't care. The one good thing I will say about JBL is on his WWE, on his former WWE Network show, Legends with JBL, he was good on there. He did not annoy me and make me angry and piss me off. So I don't know. A lot of wrestlers I know, JBL probably would say he's a really good guy, and he's a good guy, and the fans just hate him for some reason. I don't know if he's a good guy or not, and I don't really care. Number 2, JBL, mostly for after he won the WWE. Well, before that, his feud with Eddie Guerrero before he won the title, I thought was good. And his work as WWE Champion as a heel, I thought was good. Number 1, most underrated heel comes from ECW. In 99 and 2000. He was still there in 2001 when they had their final pay-per-view. And Paul Heyman, I'm still pissed at you for fucking up and not hiring other people to handle the money and run the business. Because ECW had a ton of fans still. They were selling out pay-per-views. They were selling out live events. ECW should still be in business, but Paul Heyman, you didn't want help. So you basically let him go under. And Paul Heyman says on the Rise and Fall of ECW DVD, he tried to get ECW on USA Network. I don't know if I even believe that. Because when ECW went bankrupt, or before then, Paul Heyman was shooting a movie. And I don't think the guy told any of the wrestlers in ECW that he was shooting a movie. Or maybe they found out and, I don't know, they were probably pissed. Who knows? But I do remember Paul Heyman was in that one movie, Rollerball. I think it was Rollerball. Not that bad of a movie, by the way. I think it was from 2001 or something. Number one most underrated heel is not Paul Heyman. It is Cyrus. Don Callis played the Cyrus character. And in 99, he wasn't that annoying. I thought he was a good commentator. With Joey Styles, mostly just on pay-per-views. And then when ECW, probably late 99 or early 2000 or the spring of 2000, he became the character that was part of the network, TNN. He was part of the network. He was working for teams. It was a storyline. I believe Paul Heyman made it up. Let's get a network character, basically, that everybody could hate and boo because the ECW fan base did not like TNN and how they treated ECW. And it was wrong how they treated ECW. They used ECW just to see if wrestling could draw some ratings on TNN. And they just wanted to use ECW eventually to get the WWF, as Paul Heyman started shooting on an episode of TNN or Hardcore TV. He started shooting on TNN that you used us. You just wanted to see if wrestling could get over on your network. And now you're going to pay Vince McMahon $500 million. And Paul Heyman says, like he needs it. So anyways, number one most underrated heel, Cyrus. Don Callis, the network executive for TNN. That was such a good gimmick, I thought. Really underrated heel character. Really underrated heel. And he played it perfectly. He would interrupt guys like Tommy Dreamer's promos. He'd interrupt anybody. And hold up a stupid little card that said TNN on it. You'd hold it up, say, I'm network. You'd show the fans, show the wrestlers. Go, I'm the goddamn network. You must listen to me. The network is not happy with this program. And then the fans would get on Don Callis and chant, shut the fuck up. It was great stuff. The network characters, damn underrated heel. Don Callis would come out with a mic all the time. on ECW on TNA, and even on pay-per-views, he'd come out and do it. He'd go, "I'm Network." That was just hilarious. And I think Paul Heyman came up with the Network character. That's a genius idea. It was a genius, great idea. Hope you enjoy my top 6 new countdown, top 6 most underrated heels. Number 6, the original Doink, the Clown. Number 5, Mr. Fuji, mostly as a wrestler. He was a good heel manager too. Number 4, Tully Blanchard. Number 3, Vicky Guerrero. Number 2, JBL. Number 1, Cyrus from ECW. Hope you enjoyed this new countdown. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Bye for now.